Okay, so we're going to go ahead and graph just one inequality, and we're also going to shade the side that would correspond with it. So we have this inequality, y is less than negative 2x minus 1. Okay, in order to graph this, we have to know two things. We know this is in slope-intercept form. So given that it's in slope-intercept, we know two things. We know the slope and we know the y-intercept. Okay, so we just have to look at the equation or the inequality. We have a negative 1 here, which corresponds with the y-intercept. Okay, so our y-intercept is at 0, 1. Excuse me, 0, negative 1. And we know that our slope is negative 2. Another way of writing this slope would be negative 2 over 1. So in other words, for every 2 that it goes down, because it's rise over run, so for every 2 that it goes down, we're going to go over 1. Same way, for every 2 we go up, we're going to go to the left 1. So up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1. Now, the last thing that we have to look at when we're graphing an inequality is the sign. This is a less than sign. So that means that rather than having a solid line, we're going to have a dashed line. Okay? So if it were less than or equal to, we'd have a solid line. But because of the fact that it is only less than, it's just going to be a dashed line. Now the last thing we have to do is we need to plug in a particular coordinate to find out which side we're shading. Now my go-to is always 0, 0. Always 0, 0. So I'm going to plug in 0 for y and 0 for x, which makes 0 is less than negative 2 times 0 is 0 minus 1. So I have 0 is less than negative 1. Now is 0 actually less than negative 1? No, it's not. It's bigger. So that means that this coordinate is not included in the shaded area because of the fact that it created a false statement. Okay, so that would mean that this side is our shaded area.